Welcome on back, everyone. We are here for our little halftime segment after a very, very interesting game number one. It had a little bit of everything, I feel like, that we would want here in the Proving Grounds powered by Verizon. I'm joined by Rafa and Joshi. We're going to spend a little bit of time after that first one really quick, though, before we get into this little halftime show to talk a little bit about that first game and especially seeing the strength of Academy really show through. I think it's interesting, Joshi, to see them be able to pull out games. You guys talked about it on cast, no matter what.
It just feels like it doesn't really matter what the amateur teams are going to be doing because Academy, I mean, I mentioned this on Twitter a while back, and they have two big advantages. One, they have picked up so many good players from amateur that there's realistically everybody in Academy is really deserving of their spots. The other thing is that they have resources. They spend more time. They have access to money and better tools in order to help all their teams really level themselves up. And I feel like we're seeing that over and over every time Academy and amateur play.
Yeah, there's a huge difference between players who are in Academy and don't have to worry about taking on part-time jobs or full-time jobs on the side, as well as also being in school and having to, take care of school responsibilities as well. When you are able to focus all of your attention day in and day out for the game and learning the game at a high level, Academy will be able to level up at a faster rate.
Yeah. You don't have to tell your mom, yes, I'm doing homework when you're actually playing League of Legends.
You stay in school, kids. Stay in school.
That one hit a little close
It is
to home,
Taco
Josh.
Tuesday, though, so we'll see if the Taco Tuesday buff comes back with a vengeance. But I do hear we are ready for our little bit of a halftime show. So today, again, we're going to be playing Yordle, the most interesting and innovative experience that you could ever experience on Proving Grounds. We will be having a little bit of a game here. We have our two casters. They are going to try to guess a word. It is going to be a 5-letter word. You're going to get 5 guesses. You have told me ahead of time that you do want to collaborate on all the guesses. Now, the rules are you guess a word, you say lock it in to get the guess in. If the letters come out green, that means you got the right letter, the right place. If it comes out yellow, it's the right letter, the wrong place. And if it's gray, you didn't get any of it. So we're going to go ahead and get that going. I'm going to start the timer here, and let's see what our Yordle of the day is going to be, guys, if you want to start deliberating.
All right, Mark, I want our first word to be Mazel.
Is that legal?
I mean,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Anything
5
with
letters.
5 letters is available if you want to put it in there.
All right, yeah. Why
Lock
not?
it in.
All right,
Mazel.
we'll lock it in, Mazel. So where's
It's
the
because
first
we love
Yordle?
you, Mazel.
I
This is our shout outs to
appreciate
you.
so much.
Oh!
Unfortunately,
Oh
you did
my
not
God,
get any of them right.
Mazel, you suck.
I apparently do. My name does not work out. There's a couple vowels in there, but so now you put yourself at a disadvantage. You got 4 guesses left.
It's a realistic
well,
guess.
Yeah,
Hold
I
up.
mean,
We
the thing is,
eliminated
you
2
won my
vowels.
heart.
We
You won my
eliminated
heart.
2 vowels. Okay. So
Yeah, we
there's
did.
still O, U, O, U, then-
I.
Yeah, I.
Or me.
We can bring back the graphics, show them what they didn't get in the first round, and maybe
I
that'll
don't care
help
much about the
jog their memory a
consonants
little bit.
because Z is usually like an irrelevant one in the context of this, unless you just ended up saying like zooms was the word, which I would have been a little upset.
Tilted.
Well,
All right, Josh.
right.
Word that has. I think there's definitely a word that we can do like O and I. You know what?
okay.
Can we go with boing? I know
Boing?
Boing.
I respect it.
dude. Yeah, we just gotta.
Is it BOING? I
I
guess.
like it.
B-O-I-N-G.
Lock it
So
in.
we're gonna lock in boing
Boing.
because
Boing.
we're gamers.
We're gaming.
Let's see what you get. Do you get any? Oh, you got
Okay.
progress. You got an
Okay.
O in the right place
Okay,
and
okay.
a G somewhere in the word.
Okay, we're kind of limited on the number of. Okay, Mark, I'm actually kind of wondering if it is a double O word.
Oh.
Because it would only show up. We would only know if we got 2 O's in there. But let's see. I'm trying to think of what happened in that game. Because like, double O words that have a G in it. The only one I can think of is like good, but I don't know like
I don't know
Gooch.
about that one.
good.
No.
Good.
Good. It's the new emote.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, we gotta move along a little bit. What's your guys' third guess here? What do you
Oh,
I don't
got?
boy.
think I ever said godly. during that.
But there is an L.
No,
We already have the L.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
L. Yeah.
There's no. What up?
There's
So O in the second position.
There's still U. I think there would be like maybe there's like a U, but I'm trying to like.
Vowels are your friends.
Vowels
Yeah.
are our friends.
can-
Chump.
Chump. Is that going to be a lock-in? Man, do you think
We already
that
have
low?
the
You think
M
I'm going to
there.
say chump about this here? Okay.
Wait.
Chops. Don't lock that in. But no. Choop.
No, we're gonna do chump.
Oh,
All right, it's
You
locked
said-
in.
You said we're locking in chump. Oh no, you get okay. You know,
Okay,
producer
wait.
gave you a leg to stand on
All right,
here.
Wait.
thank God.
Oh.
The poor producer's like, what do
What
you
are they
want me
doing?
to
What do they
look
want?
at?
What do they want?
From me.
Okay,
Quick mark.
okay.
I just want to
Okay,
get a U in there. And good
A
consonants.
U?
Lucky?
Bound.
Okay.
Bound. Wait,
I
that's
like bound.
I know there's no B, but I just want to see where the U is going. If the U is also in there.
Let's see. Hey.
Okay.
See, you're making.
We might have used
progress.
2 letters in the same places, but that's okay, Twitch chat.
It's okay. You're
Or-
missing the G, but you can come back to that with the 4th guess. But we do got to move this along a little bit. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
like-
cut your timer down for the last 2 guesses.
Okay, so there's what the heck is a G? Gowned.
Count.
Like round
Come on,
with a
there's
G.
so many more.
Aug-
There's so many available
org.
words.
Rouge? No, there's no E.
It's all elaborate rouge. No, that's ruse. Oh my God.
Oh no. Oh,
What is
no.
this? I feel like when we see the word, we're gonna feel so dumb. Oh my goodness.
I am so excited to actually tell you.
Wait,
what the
go
word
back. I want to
is.
see our letters again. I want to see our letters.
I need to see the letters. I'm a visual person.
All right.
See, the first thing I wanted to say was gourd.
I know you won't probably remember it, but I kind of alluded to it. I almost said the word itself before coming into this little bit, but I did kind of allude to it when we were talking beforehand. So I'll give you a hint at least.
Lennon, you act as though I was listening to what you were saying.
All right, well, I need your thanks. I need your 5th guess now because you don't get a 4th one anymore.
Gourd.
Just
Gourd.
put gourd. Put,
Gourd.
Yeah, I need to see where this
G-O-U-R-D.
G is supposed to be.
All right, so gourd is gonna be locked in.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
in there.
so
it's in there.
It's in the 4th spot. That's where the G is
Gotta
supposed
be.
to be.
Yeah, it has to be.
Deductive
Okay.
reasoning. Oh my goodness.
What
look at
the
this.
heck?
What could it
What word
possibly
is-
be?
Wait. Okay, so there's almost definitely an H at the end, right?
Oh.
Tough, rough.
Oh.
It's gonna
Uh,
be rough. No.
It can't be rough.
Tough. It's. I think
I
tough,
like tough.
is
I
our
like
best
tough.
chance.
All right, we're gonna lock in tough as the last
Oh my
yordle of the day. Is it gonna be it? We'll have to see as our producer hits enter.
Watch it be cough.
It's all going to be green.
Let's go! We did it.
Oh my god, I should have taken the bets on how many guesses it was going to take you. I was talking about how tough it is to take down like academy teams in general and
Man.
totality in that last game. It is tough. It is so tough for Taco Gaming to do anything once you get to the mid to late game. It just feels like the academy teams have a leg up on amateur teams, and it's a tough time out there. So
And-
I was so close to saying the word when we came in.
Yeah. And you got to make sure that there's a lot of things you got to pay attention to when you're making a taco, and tough meat is normally not the way to go about it. You got to get
Yeah.
it nice and tender every time.
Yeah, gotta get tender meat for the
It's true.
tacos. We'll see if they did get some good tacos to fuel themselves into this series as the next game is ready to go. So, fellas, let's see how it all pans out.
Thank you, Mizell. And to continue on your point, Josh, because I think you're actually on to something, even if you didn't intend it to be. Tough meat comes from a result of overcooking. That means
Oh.
you've put things under heat for far too long than it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And Taco Gaming, I think they were in the fire for a little too long there, the timer that they were supposed to be. They
Yeah.
needed to be in the fire for just a short amount of time. And when we refer to that, that is that moment where Trickster was super hot on the Graves
Super hot.
until he got caught out.
To what? Good to know. Well, now that we know how to cook our steak a little bit better, I do want to throw out what our producers are telling us, that during the series, Cowrie actually DM'd our producer, Kelsey, telling him that it is more important that we share with y'all in the audience the All-Pro ADC accolade that he got in 2020 is more impressive to him and more important than getting the 2021 MVP, because the MVP is a fan vote, and he doesn't care what you Twitch chatters think. He only cares about what the scouts think, and so far, he's been looking pretty darn good. Sorry, Twitch chat.
Damn.
Not really.
Josh has never started Twitch chat, and rightfully so. Cowrie, I think, is in the right state of mind. It's like, why do I have to listen to the vocal minority, man? If he's getting signed and the people that are paying him are happy with his performance, and then he gets to move on to better things,
true,
good for him, right? And Cowrie is putting, he's putting in the work. And so in this game, Cowrie was sometimes receiving resources, sometimes under fire from Taco Gaming and the rest of the bot lane squad. Didn't matter. Cowrie was still zooming on the Zeri.
Yeah. Also, the one other thing, as he is continuing to DM our producer, he in the All-Pro ADC vote, he had 55 votes to Luger's 10 from all the coaching staff, which is a huge margin. Honestly, when you are able to actually go up against like one of the people who has been looking really good in LCS, and just say like, yeah, I was better than this guy. I should have had an opportunity to actually play in LCS. But now we'll get to see he is going to be continuing to be on the red side in the Zeri they had a lot of success on last game has been banned. And interestingly enough, he wasn't this huge focal point of a lot of their damage. He did his job in making sure he stayed safe, but we didn't see all the crazy lines coming out from Cowrie like we have in the past. We'll see if that's something that can change at this time, because the draft is already looking different.
Yeah, one of the things that I think was banned last time around was the Volibear, but Taco Gaming swapping it out for the Zeri ban, or at least maybe Evil Geniuses Academy were the ones that banned the Volibear, but for the bear is unlocked, and we know that this is not only a decent pickup for Trickster, but it's also a solid takeaway from Tomio, as Tomio in recent weeks has been looking pretty darn strong, having the flexibility of something like Volibear that can both, play for the full clear first round of camps and then see if he wants to make a move, or if he just wants to go 3 camp and then boom, I'm in your lane, I'm forcing a flash.
Yeah. Also, Mark, I know that you are a huge Trundle fan. Right. That is your most played champion.
No, that's because I was forced to play Trundle on our competitive team.
Forced, or, you just got to do a little bit of trolling.
This is revisionist narrative writing from Josh, by the way. What he's saying is cap. But continue on with your point about Trundle.
Trundle, good champion, right? Whenever he got other big meatballs, he makes some smaller meatballs and becomes bigger meatball himself. So it's a great way to get some of this cooking done, especially if you're trying to make sure you don't get too tough of meat on your side. But hey, we got something cool coming out from Rovix. Now that we actually have the Recon coming through, they have a lot of counter-engage tools. They early picked up the Karma right off the bat, and this time he's saying, well, I didn't feel like I got to do all that much. Yeah, I had a pretty good play in the first couple of levels, and now I'm going to be able to have a much bigger impact on the rest of the game.
I like this though, Josh. The Misfortune lock-in for Cowrie. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think this is our first Misfortune of the entire Proving Grounds tournament, but this is our first Misfortune for Cowrie overall, the entire split.
And can I admit something to you, Mark, real quick?
What's up?
I hate lethality ADC metas. They are so boring.
Wait, really? Everyone does. That usually there's a lot of damage coming out from them early on, which means we're fighting a lot more.
But then they do nothing later, because they're like, I can't walk up, I can't do anything. So this is where he's going to have an opportunity. He's going to have to prove me wrong. He's going to have to show that this Misfortune is more interesting than most other lethality AD carries. And this is a very different style of AD carry than we've typically seen Cowrie go for it, right? Misfortune is a very static AD carry. You don't do a whole lot of kiting. It's all about setting up your positioning and doing your combo across the entire enemy team. And that's not something we've seen a whole lot from him. And we're going to have to see how adaptable a player he has been. He's been playing a lot of Jinx and a lot of Zeri, just like every other AD carry. And it's going to be scary as we see what his ultimates look like.
Well, for Evil Geniuses Academy, between the Nautilus and the Misfortune alone, That is a sick wombo that you got going on at level 6. Death charge onto one poor soul for the side of Taco Gaming. They're guaranteed to be knocked up unless it's the Xayah who can, cancel it out with the Featherstorm. Anyone else so far? Oh, actually, Volibear, you can, if you time your Stormbreaker out well, you can dodge the knockup. But so far, it's still a powerful combo where you can land multiple AoE knockups into a full channel of bullet time. There's going to be a lot of damage for Evil Genius's Academy, and it gives them huge agency to play around for the first few objectives of the game.
Yeah. There's definitely lots of cool things that will be coming out from Evil Genius's Riot, because they do have a lot of range to play with between Soligo's Corki and Kaori's Misfortune. But look at this. I keep wanting to say Terracotta, and legitimately only you and like the 3 people who know what FOF is would have any understanding of what that reference is. But Taco Gaming is going to have a big opportunity to try and make things messy once again. This Akali can be going to Doxer, can be going to Cozy. Now, because they're picking on, their 4th pick on blue side, it doesn't be... Oh my god! Mark!
Oh, it's the Doxa Zed!
Zed!
Yo!
It's not UG. It's not UG, but hey, Dox is going to be going out with the big guns right away, and he has so much agency in this game. Corki can't do anything up against Zed for the first 15 minutes.
Okay, hold up. If you are down to potentially your last game as Taco Gaming, this is how you look to defy the odds. You don't settle for some safe picks. You gotta throw Evil Genius's Academy with everything in your pool. And I distinctly remember some games where Doxa, back on Winthrop University, had pulled out a Zed in clutch moments and was able to turn the odds in their favor. And now he has to do it for Taco Gaming, and giving Cozy his comfort champion, his moniker in the Cozy Shroud, Akali. You have double assassin lineup for Taco Gaming, plus solid engage tools with Trickster and Rovex. In Evil Genius's Academy, they have, for the most part, a really solid wombo, but Surdy is going to be the one that will change things up for Evil Genius's Academy by offering that split push threat.
Yeah, and the big thing I'm really excited about is Surdy is going to be on this Fiora, right? It's not just a split push threat, but also has a pretty decent lane into the Akali as well. And Surdy, he came to fight in game 1. He was playing the Irelia into the Ornn. He came off to this huge early advantage thanks to Tomio's coming in for the Wave 3 power dive. And now he's got the tools to try and do it all on his own. So as we see the rest of this game, there's a lot of variance that's going to be coming through from Taco Gaming. And let's preface this at the very beginning. Taco Gaming is either going to look super sick or super bad this game, and that's just how it goes when you play these kind of compositions that are super volatile, that are all over the place. And
there's no in between.
There's not really an in between for this game. So this is going to be a blowout, very likely one way or the other. But I respect the hell out of Taco Gaming for going for it.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're not going down playing Victor into the Corki matchup, right? They're not playing a control mage like an Orianna. There's like, no, I'm throwing down the gauntlet. I'm playing Zed. And if you're going to play something like a Zed, you have to snowball. You have to get strong help and resources from either both your jungler and support, or, bring whoever can make it to the mid lane party. And because we talked about the Volibear being so flexible and how you can coordinate some of those early game plans, I'm expecting that if you want to set up the Zed for success, as Trickster, come to lane level 3. Burn flash off of Soligo. Allow Dox to have that summoner spell advantage so that he's the one that can force Soligo to be under pressure and look for the all-in.
So we'll see what they're actually able to do. Uh-oh, Trickster.
But Evil Genius's Academy, they find Trickster.
Sad.
Oh, man. Evil Genius's Academy once again just able to find a step ahead of the play, and now getting this vision down. Early kill, yes, it goes to Skytech, but still overall gold advantage for Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, I mean, that's just Evil Geniuses just going for something right off the bat, looking for their opportunity to go in, and it means that Trickster doesn't even get his ward down. He's just going to have to walk on back, use his sweeper in order to clear out and get himself a little bit more experience, and I believe, I don't know if they're shared between 2 or 3 people, but that is going to be a huge feint coming through. There's actually an opportunity for him to shift entirely where he is on the map, because with the ward dead, Evil Geniuses don't know which side of the map he's going to be on.
Yeah, and normally a lot of the times you would expect that, they took out the ward, then yeah, Trickster wants to start on that side of the map. But if Trickster wants to go for either a 3-camp clear, just full clearing his bot side, he will be able to be super near Soligo. Still look for the early game plan that we see a lot of Volibears going out, just trading flash for flash so that your mid laner is the one that has that advantages to look for the all-in later on.
Yeah, and we did in fact see a ping coming out from Evil Geniuses towards Trickster's blue buff. So typically that means they think he started there, which does mean that Trickster might be playing with a bit of an information gap where he is not where the other team expects him to be. So until he shows himself, Evil Geniuses could be playing off of a couple of wrong assumptions. And Tomio, going to be clearing top side to bottom side, is going to be in the opposite side of the map from Trickster.
Skytech just swinging around with the dredge line. He's spider not on these walls. But depending on where Soligo is positioning himself towards, if they still think that Trickster is clearing from the top side of the map, look how Soligo is hovering towards the bottom side, thinking that there's no way that Trickster is here. Did they spot? Oh, but that ward from Soligo spots him out. That's going to give a huge amount of safety over to Soligo, and he'll be able to reposition to evade the gank.
Yeah, good ward coming out from Soligo to understand where the Volibear actually is going to be, and that gives him, as you said, a lot more safety. Skytech, that's the second time he's missed.
Wait, Trickster pinged that he's going to loop around. It's like, just because you saw me over there,
this is what
doesn't mean
Rosethorn
I'm going
did.
to come around for the loop.
This is the Rosethorn game.
To the play. Trickster still looking for the flash trade onto Soligo. He sees his target in the eyes. Can he reach down? But Soligo already being able to Valkyrie on out. And now that he knows that Trickster's on the other side of the map, Tomio can pressure the bottom lane for a dive. Flashing right on top of the links. Kaori is the one that picks up the kill.
Let's go. I love what we're seeing from this game. Are they going to try and get Rovex? He has flash.
Flash from Rovex. Kaori is the one that's tanking it up, so no one from Evil Geniuses Academy will go down. Beautiful turret aggro juggling as well.
I love it coming through from Evil Geniuses. They dive top lane on wave 3 in the first game. Now they dive bottom lane on wave 3, and Trickster trying to recoup something. But he's not going to find it. Well, Mark, already we're seeing some really cool stuff come through. Just as I was saying, Rosethorn did that exact same gank earlier on in the season, and it ended up working. They got themselves first blood in that game. Trickster trying to do the exact same thing after getting spotted, but he is so far behind in farm at this point, going up against Tomio, and Tomio has already gotten the bottom lane gank to work, that Trickster putting himself in a lot of risk, just spending so much time on this top side of the map.
Yeah, Trickster is feeling really pressed to find that early game advantage, because we know that Taco Gaming, with both of these two assassins, if you don't find the snowball, or if you don't find a decent enough resource lead that they can have the stat check available, then they're not going to get off the ground. Trickster's going to try once again, but because Skytech is here, they turn it around. Soligo doesn't have to burn any summoner spells, and it's Trickster that finds himself overextended against 3 people. Evil Geniuses Academy taking every single play that Taco Gaming are looking for, turning it on its head. Flash from Skytech, dredge line, not gonna find it, but Doxa does have to burn his flash.
Dude, Doxa is so good, man. he's making Skytech look like a bit like a fool with how good his footwork is. But Mark, we are well on the way to this stomp going in favor of Evil Geniuses. No tacos for anybody tonight. It has been canceled. Go get your sushi, because Trickster, super far behind. He's died twice at this point. Tomio's had a couple of successful ganks and now a successful counter gank. And look at the leads that you're seeing top lane. Look at the lead that you have bottom lane coming out for Evil Geniuses. I mean, Doxa and Cozy still have the tools to like wake up at level 6 and try and find some of these solo kills, but they're going to have to start looking to do it a little bit more on their own, because Tomio and Trickster are not on a level playing field at all.
Yeah, Tomio has been able to thwart most of Trickster's early game plans, either with the information that they've been able to provide to Soligo and Surdy, or just careful laning from the 2 solo laners from Evil Geniuses. However, the Ignite from Cozy is looking for the all-in potential here. Cozy doesn't have flash to be able to follow up, but Surdy is forced to use his own flash, and Trickster has Predator. Does he actually want to go for it? There's no riposte available. It's just the flash stun bite, and he takes out Surdy.
Okay, showing up here on the top side. What is Tomio going to do with that? They know exactly where the bear is, so I love the fact that he's still trying to make something happen, but he might lose not only several bottom lane camps, he might give up the dragon, and then another opportunity for a dive coming through for Evil Geniuses.
Oh god, and it's going to be 4 people. Teleport is coming in from Cozy. Doesn't have level 6.
Oh, it's okay. Link's died. Link's died.
Okay.
I was worried that was my internet, but but it was a big spot right there coming through for the members of Evil Geniuses. They make another dive come through and find another kill onto Lynx. And we said when Kaori finds some of these early game advantages, he becomes an absolute monster with his ability to take over the game. He's already up double CS.
Okay.
Welcome
I believe
back.
I'm back. All
Welcome
right.
back. Scared me. I thought IDC.
Yeah, damn. Oh, that's so sad. I was like, I'm ready for this dive, and then, wait, what's happening? And then, oh, it's over. Okay, well,
it's okay.
it happens.
That's what happens. You get the AC, you get the DC. That's what happens throughout the entire game. But yeah, 2,000 gold with the scaling composition for Evil Geniuses. Taco Gaming are really pushed up against the wall. Now, they do have one place that they can try and play through a little bit. The fact that Surdy lost his flash previously invites challenge up top lane, right? That's just like the Avengers. Their very existence incites challenge. People are going to try and rise to fight them. And Trickster, if he can go back top before Surdy gets his flashback, that's an opportunity to get Cozy far enough ahead that he can try and carry the game.
Cozy could be one of the assassins that snowballs in his own right. Trickster's hovering around, but he's sitting on top of a ward unknowingly. So Kaori and Skytech still going to take this information, trying to maintain this freeze as much as they can, making it a very uncomfortable position for Lynx and Rovix to be in. But Trickster wants to push it. Dox is going to come on over for a 4-on-2 dive.
Okay.
Tomio's waiting around in the wings.
Well, look at the response from EG. This isn't free.
Can he get here? Stormbreaker, you get the dive to Terry, but Kaori flashing away from danger. Skytech goes golden, and Evil Geniuses Academy have thwarted the dive, and now you have to be careful about the response, potentially from Evil Geniuses Academy, but they're not going to gamble on it, and make sure that they just take the fact that Kaori and Skytech both got out alive.
I have to give props to Rovix, though. He did, in fact, get the knockup to prevent Kaori's ult from full channeling, and that probably could have been an entire wipe for Taco Gaming if Rovix didn't actually find that one bit of crowd control necessary. But this is bold. They're still very healthy members of EG.
Trickster doesn't have an empowered smite yet. Tomio doesn't have his smite, though. Trickster's able to pick it on up. First dragon goes over to Taco. They want to engage on to Tomio, flashing away. Doxo looking for the death mark, but exhaust cuts out a lot of the potential damage that he was looking for. He's forced to flash over the wall, and now the rest of the Evil Geniuses Academy are looking for more damage, more poke. Woo! Rovix almost going down, but he gets out.
They have to be thrilled that they actually get all alive out of that. That was definitely a spot where Evil Geniuses were looking for blood, but that's what we said. The one spot. Cozy.
Okay, a Cozy looking for Surdy, but the riposte is beautiful. Is it enough damage? Oh, Surdy can't find the last mark. Cozy wins the 1v1.
Good stuff coming up from Cozy. This is his one trick. He's looking for an opportunity. This was supposed to be a good matchup, and Surdy is really far ahead in CS, but the solo kill going over to Cozy continues to give a little bit of hope, right? You know, the Tacos stand is looking to be closed potentially, but they aren't completely done. And as we look back, we actually have to notice that Surdy is still up gold after the solo kill coming through for Cozy. This doesn't change a whole lot of the situation across the entire map. Doxa and Cozy still need to find these opportunities to put themselves far ahead, but look at Skytech, like, he's just rude. He's like hanging out in your hallway. Like, are you gonna come out, or you do have to go to the bathroom at some point, right?
I mean, he's waiting for this bear to poke his face around. Yeah. And yes, he's level 4 to level 7, but he's still got friends around the corner, and he's locking up this bear for a juicy bullet surprise. That is Kaori and Skytech doing it tag team style. Rift Herald also going over to Evil Geniuses Academy. They might be looking to just crash it into the top lane, get more plate gold for Kaori as well.
Yeah, I gotta say, bullets are the worst surprise, man. If you're a bear and you see those bullets coming through, it's not gonna be a good time. So, I mean, I just love the fact that Evil Geniuses are taking a lot of control. Skytech has been really proactive so far this game, constantly looking for opportunities to fight. But Sligo with package bottom lane.
Could they fight the 2v2?
Yeah, I mean, Lynx is only level 5, so I think they could have won it if they could actually have found the fight. But instead, they're just happy to just spend a lot of time here. And here comes the Rift Herald channel.
Oh, Cozy. Perfect execution first cast. He should be able to get away. Nice dodge of the dredge line. That's his ultimate down. Surdy now in a 1v2 against Lynx and Rovix, but they're currently separated. So Surdy has some time to play. And as long as he gets out alive, the first brick was already netted for Evil Geniuses Academy. So there is no press to feel like he has to defend this turret going down.
Yeah, I also want to highlight at this point, Mark. Remember, we were saying that the way the Academy teams are coming alive throughout this tournament is their ability to play later on after the initial fight.
Oh god, so Surdy just forces the grand challenge on the Lynx, but here comes Trickster and Rovex from the woods out of the jungle, and they surprise Surdy. A flash does not save him. Taco Gaming are able to fight back.
Good patience from Trickster in order to actually land that stun. But yeah, I mean, they're still down 3,000 gold. It is still a spot where Taco Gaming are with their backs against the wall, and so far, Evil Geniuses, their setups have been better than Taco Gaming in both Game 1 and so far into Game 2. Like, Taco Gaming have had a couple of good ganks. They've had a couple good surprise attacks up against Evil Geniuses, but the dive that Taco Gaming had was stifled, right? EG were already ready to turn it around, and it was only a brilliant knockup from Rovex that prevented them from getting wiped. So I feel like as the game goes on and Evil Geniuses continue to leverage that advantage, this is going to get harder and harder for the members of Taco Gaming. We might have to say goodbye to them.
And look for Evil Geniuses Academy to just really drive that last nail into the coffin. They have a 4-man dive set up, but Doxa, thinking that they're looking for all the 4 members onto the bottom side of the map, almost gets surprised by that pillar, but Saliga and Tomio not quite in range to really take out this ninja anytime soon. Doxa's just prevented and thwarted, but hold up, Trickster and Doxa turn the tables right on the Tomio. The death mark should do enough damage, takes him out, and now Taco Gaming, they may be down in gold, but they are not down quite yet.
Yeah, Trickster is actually a higher level than Tomio right now, and giving over that kill to Doxa gives him a lot of tools, but Lynx got to be careful.
Oh, and there's no Feather Storm from Lynx, the courtesy of Surdy. Yes, he went down in the 1v3, but he burned the ultimate so he could allow Kaori and Skytech to fly, and they find Lynx in the 2v1.
Great timer coming out from the side of Evil Geniuses, noting that Lynx did not have access to his ultimate right there, and that does mean that he can't get out from the combo. But Rovex and Trickster not going to be able to do a whole lot more than prevent any further plates from going down. It is still a position where I'm looking for Doxa and Cozy to start taking over this game. The fact that they have lost their top lane turret, the fact that Doxa has only now found his first kill a little bit late for his Ed, means that they don't have control of his upcoming dragon, right? Evil Geniuses are in a spot where their map state is very good. They have this Corki who's already gotten to a full item completely unmolested, and now it's going to be a position where Taco Gaming, well, yes, they're going to get another dragon here probably, because Evil Geniuses are still waiting to scale. We saw what happened last game. They were 3 dragons with the Ocean Soul, and they didn't do anything further.
Yep. Evil Geniuses Academy, we're not worried at all, one bit. You know, maybe a couple sweat drops, you know, Monk a W here and there. But for Evil Geniuses Academy, they never allowed that 4th dragon to come through for Taco Gaming. But it's still not going to stop them anytime soon from making plays. They find Kaori, but he's able to flash away from safety. Trickster still is not going to go down without a fight. He's able to trade 1-for-1 onto the marksman for Evil Geniuses. But it looks like Skytech might be finding Rovex into the backline. But we have a 1v1 between Surdy and Cozy once again. But Cozy is the one that is forced to run away from Surdy, not wanting to continue the fight.
Yeah, I mean, good stuff from Cozy to make sure that he's actually able to stay alive in that spot, but it's going to be a position where we're seeing, like, Trickster actually make a lot more plays than I was initially expecting him to. Typically, I've been very focused on how he's been playing around his mid lane, how he's been playing around Doxa. We went for 2 ganks up against Soligo. They didn't quite work, and ever since then, it's been kind of Trickster just doing his own thing off on the sides, trying to pick up these, you know, bits of fights here and there, running down individual members. And as long as Taco Gaming are still in the game, as long as Trickster is still able to try and find something, they will be able to threaten. Because I think if they get this Mountain Soul, they will have a lot more tools to actually try and deal with this side lane pressure.
Yeah, because you can imagine that the way that Evil Geniuses Academy had opened and responded to a lot of the early plays.
Let's go.
Doxa, like the rest of Taco Gaming, they have a fighting spirit that is still not going to be diminished anytime soon. Kaori doesn't go down to the death mark thanks to a clutch locket shield that Skytech had to protect his marksman from going down. Surdy still wants to press forward, but Taco Gaming will maintain.
But I love the fact that Doxa, again, he's the player who, during the pro review, if you watched during the break, they were down 6,000 gold. He's like, yeah, don't worry, I win these every single time. And just that confidence is necessary to come back from these kind of positions, but this is not good.
Skytech finding the death charge. It lands onto Rovex despite the distance that he was able to cover in that short amount of time. Rovex still manages to get out alive. Evil Geniuses Academy. Yes, they have seen Taco Gaming, pullouts and surprise turnarounds and fights and skirmishes, but that doesn't mean Evil Geniuses Academy are not willing to fight some surprise skirmishes on their own.
Well, let's note that Skytech has 100% kill participation with 4 kills as Nautilus. He's so rich on this support. He's going to be able to look for all of these engages, but at the same time, Cozy looking for an opportunity to dive onto Surdy. So it looks like the game might pause for just a moment, but Surdy does need to be very careful. He doesn't necessarily realize that Cozy's hiding here in the tri-brush.
Like the true assassin, waiting for the kill to make itself far enough that you can run them down. Trickster's also going to be a little bit of reinforcements. Tomio was trying to sniff around to see where the rest of the reinforcements are, but it looks like Cozy is not going to pull the trigger. There's a little too much danger from all the members of Evil Geniuses slowly making their way to protect Surdy as he pushed out the last wave.
It's like a Hitman speedrun, right? You got to do it silent assassin. There can't be any witnesses. It has to look like an accident. So Surdy going to be able to get away from that one. But Taco Gaming are still going to be looking for opportunities to pick up this Rift Herald as they are going to be there first. And this is something they've done quite well. But Rovex, do you want this?
I don't know. He ran up menacingly against Tomio. It's like, okay, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And Tomio's like, I guess I'm going to leave. Like, that was rude. I just wanted to bite your turret, bro. Like, you so pressed about that? Ruff is like, oh, okay.
Yeah, your turret looking like a snack there. But it is a bit of a tough spot. And Surdy, once again, I mean, he knows that the Rift Herald went down. He didn't see anybody leave. So he's under more threat than you might respect.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. Surdy, can you repulse the stun? But beautiful patience from Trickster. Waits out the repulse so that he can land the stun. Cancels out the turret as well with the Stormbreaker. Cozy cleans it up.
Trickster, that's the second time he's just waited for the riposte and just got the last bit of crowd control, got it after the duration was over. It's going to reward them with a turret on the far side of the map. But as the dragon spawns, Evil Geniuses, this is where push comes to shove. This is the test that we were setting up for them in our first game. Are they still going to be getting easy A's this entire time through? As the gold lead is getting a little bit closer, and we are seeing that the people who were really fed last time, Surdy, who was like 6 kills on the Aurelia, is not going to be in a position to try and carry this next fight.
And it's going to take a while before Surdy can really come into his own right as a strong force to be reckoned with on the side of lane, let alone in 1v2 situations where that's the purpose of Fiora. He wants to be drawing attention towards the side lane so that the rest of Evil Geniuses Academy are always guaranteed to have a numbers advantage when it comes to the cross-map objectives.
True, and I don't even know if Surdy would be comfortable fighting up against Doxa, but look at this. Evil Geniuses are there first. They do have the package available, and they are in control. They don't necessarily know where Taco Gaming are going to be coming from. Instead, they're going to be finding Doxa once again.
They found the ninja, Mr. Joshi.
No.
Is there, whoa. That's a lot of damage, Surdy. You gotta be careful when you are fighting 1v1 against the Shadow Clone Master himself. Bullet time comes out from Cowrie, but it's the immediate flash from over the wall. Trickster forcing Cowrie to flash away. There's no bullet time available left anymore. Cozy has already found 1 kill onto Skytech. Soligo has been knocked out by Doxa, and just like that, Taco Gaming, they are still fighting with a burning fire that they can keep themselves in this game and push to a 3-game series.
I love the trigger pull coming out from Taco Gaming here. They're just looking for these opportunities. They're seeing whenever somebody is a little bit too far, and they're pinching them incredibly hard. Tomio trying to just defend the turret, going to get cut off as well, and there's still lots of opportunities. That's 3 objectives that are going to be going down. Okay, maybe just 2. They don't get the mid lane turret, but that's still 2 objectives picked up back-to-back for Taco Gaming. And if they're going to be able to win a fight like that while Evil Geniuses are able to create control, they're going to be able to win a whole lot more if they just create enough pressure to pick up another Mountain Soul. So here, I mean, the big thing that we got to watch is because they just go right over the wall, ready to pick up Cowrie, they instantly have an opportunity to jump on both marksmen. Soligo and Cowrie are going to be out of the fight almost instantly, and from there, you don't have any damage left over because Surdy's not strong.
The other thing, too, is that some of your damage dealers were split up at the beginning of the fight for Evil Geniuses Academy, and that is an assassin's dream, because then the backline, all the little lambs are separated from the rest of the pack, and then it's just easy pickings 1 by 1 for both Doxa and Cozy. Evil Geniuses Academy, if they want to take on this squad, they have to be careful about the flanks, and they have to make sure that all 5 members are being attended to and protected.
Yeah. I mean, you saw how much was committed onto Lynx, and, you know, to say it again, he was kind of there in game 1, and so far, the biggest play that he's made was pressing R at the right time in that last fight, right? Both Kauri and Skytech committed ultimates to the Xayah. And Xayah's just like, okay, bye. You want to deal with my ninjas real quick? And EG were like, no, please no.
So what you're saying, Josh, is that Lynx is bait.
Lynx is bait. That's how the Zelda games go too, right?
You know,
I actually have never played a Zelda game, so
yeah,
that joke probably didn't make any sense.
We'll have to answer that question off broadcast. Yes. Taco Gaming are now in a position where they are ahead in gold slightly, but they're technically ahead in gold. And Evil Geniuses Academy now find themselves to recognizing that they have to be slightly more careful about how they are picking their fights in around these objective points, because as you've noted before, these assassins are starting to become a huge problem for Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, and we said the game likely wouldn't be close one way or another, and so far, as long as they are like bringing members to bear, Taco Gaming has been looking a lot better overall. As long as they are ready for the play, they are able to turn things around, and I feel like this is one of the advantages that amateur teams have, is they are more used to playing these really chaotic games than a lot of the academy teams, who are more used to like waiting for teams to set up and trying to find different angles in the fight, whereas all the members of Taco Gaming are just like, yep, we fight. Okay, I find this big play. Doxa marks Kauri, Doxa marks Soligo, and suddenly there's no way for anybody else to get in on the side of Evil Geniuses.
You just have to really admire and respect the fighting spirit that Taco Gaming have for just being able to stay within this game for so long. Surdy is currently on the run because a wild Rovix was spotted in the jungle, and Surdy didn't want to get caught out in a 1v2. Lynx, however...
They didn't auto-attack each other once.
Was it just ability damage?
That was all ability damage on both sides. And you ask why I dislike lethality 80 carries.
I can kind of see it now.
Anyway, we'll get back to that and my distaste for this style of marksman. But Doxa doesn't realize there's a Nautilus there until now.
Oh, the sweeper spots it. He's like, okay, I'm going to dash on over.
No.
However, he has the death mark. He's going to try to outplay this one as long as he can. Can he go right on back? But he just dips right on back, and he has broken Evil Geniuses Academy's ankles, and he has taken out Skytech's throat as well. Evil Geniuses Academy still on the run. Kauri waiting for his moment, seeing if he can line up the bullet time, waits for the backline to step on up, and he rips Dox's HP to shreds, but doesn't take him out. Just forces Taco Gaming back.
I mean, brilliant play from Doxa once again in order to juke the entire enemy team. We're seeing that the Evil Geniuses, I mean, this composition is kind of unwieldy against all these assassins with all this mobility. It is hard to turn for Evil Geniuses from one side of the fight to the other. And Doxa, as you said, breaking all their ankles. But Mark, we have Mountain Soul spawning very soon. Corky's onto items. He is really online for the first time this game. He's going to start being a little bit more threatening. But the rest of his team isn't necessarily going to be able to stand up to that, right? We are seeing that Skytech still just sitting on the one item despite the 4 kills. The 80 carry is on even terms, despite the fact that they dove Lynx multiple times. He was 0-2 to start this game because of how much pressure EG put down there. And now, the important thing, Doxa on 2.5 items, almost 3. Cozy on 2 items and 1 item and 2 very efficient components. And now he even finishes the Void Step. This is a huge power point for Taco Gaming.
The only point of reprieve for Evil Geniuses Academy is that Soligo has the package, and he's currently using himself as a barrier to prevent Taco Gaming from being able to enter into the choke point. Bullet time is there.
Okay.
They have already taken out the jungler, and already things are looking good for Evil Geniuses Academy. We got to watch out for the assassins. Watch out for Doxa and Cozy. Cozy's already found Kauri, but can he stand up to the rest of the damage? Doxa is still contributing without even popping Death Mark, just using shadows to take out Surdy. But Cozy does bite the dust here. Soligo, Tomio, and Skytech are still the last ones for Evil Geniuses, but they're still respecting the threat that Doxa has over any one of these characters. He still has Death Mark. Watch if he can lock down and burst out one of these characters completely. They want to take this dragon.
There's one.
He just takes out Skytech, still has Death Mark, by the way, and Lynx is doing work hand in hand. Now finds himself on the Soligo. The exhaust is there. Doxa, the Death Mark doesn't do enough. He flashes forward. Soligo trying to keep his distance as well, but he takes out Tomio, and Taco Gaming, even without a jungler, will secure secure Mountain Soul.
6-0 on the Shadow Man. He's going for another one. He finds the 7th kill. Godlike right now for Doxa. We said he's going to be about the Doxa diff. 7 kills. He marks out Skytech. He finds Soligo off on the side. And for the great setup the Evil Geniuses had for the fight initially, it is now Taco Gaming who's going to be picking up the bird because Tomio's dead. There's no smite. There's no poke coming up from Soligo. And Doxa, when push comes to shove, this is the guy that you want on your team. This is the guy who plays on so many other rosters, and now Kaori can't even bullet time.
Kaori tries to make the hero play.
No.
Oh, God! Let's Links! Taco Gaming will still be able to secure the Baron, but everyone went over the wall to just punish Kaori from trying to make the hero play. And now Cozy finds himself against 30 1-on-1 again. Riposte comes out. He's looking for the grand challenge in the procs, and Cozy is going to respect the 1v1 potential damage. Waiting out the ultimate. Skytech is here looking for any stragglers here, but Cozy will be able to get out.
Oh man, the increased recall is so strong. Oh no, is Doxa still here?
Again. Oh no. Oh,
Soligo!
From the shadows! Doxa with the Shadow Clone Jutsu takes out Soligo. Good night.
You know what the crazy thing is, Mark, at this point? Doxa missed all 3 shurikens and still got the kill. That's how bad this guy is. He's done everything right so far that it doesn't matter at this point. He's just able to find these fights, and suddenly, if you're a member of Evil Geniuses, if you are a fan of the Live Evil team, this is looking dire all of a sudden. You were not hoping to go to 3 games. What I said, I don't know if you were here for this, Mark. I said there might be an opportunity that Doxa pops off 1 game and carries it through. This is that 1 game that you were looking at for Taco Gaming to turn things around and take control, but it's not over. There's still a lot of league.
Yeah, Evil Geniuses. They may be...
Oh, just kidding. A little bit less.
There's not even a chance for Skytech to get out or even think about using his summoner spells. He's just gone in an instant. Kaori tried to use his bullet time to find any damage back as a response, but they immediately dip and dash out. Doxa is going to find himself against Surdy 1-on-1. No death mark available. Surdy trying to track if he can get over the wall. Doxa still on the run. He's going to run to the reinforcements of the rest of the Taco Gaming squad. Now Surdy. There's a Stormbreaker available from Trickster. He's running around, and Surdy might have bitten off more than he could chew, as it is Trickster that takes the slam dunk on top of him.
9 kills going over to Doxa, 2 assists, and they are taking control of the map, isolating members 1 by 1. And Evil Geniuses, their composition is not built for that. They're not built for all these duels off on the sides of the map. And Surdy, I mean, we are seeing that despite the fact that he was winning a lot of the duels and forcing Cozy back quite often, he was never able to convert it into an actual solo kill, and now it is coming back to bite them. Such a huge flip in the roles of the top laners between games 1 and 2. But as the base starts to get opened up by Taco Gaming, Evil Geniuses have to defend this without Surdy.
Teleport coming in from Cozy as well. All 5 members are making the push and siege into Evil Genius's base right now. The rest of them are just trying to hold on while Surdy respawns. They can answer all 5 back onto the members of Taco Gaming. Death Charge comes out. Doxa's looking for the death mark, seeing how much damage he can look for. It's not going to be too much that forces Evil Geniuses away. It's just a little bit of a poke.
Yeah.
But Evil Geniuses will hold strong.
Yeah, you know, just gotta test your own damage sometimes. See how much you are able to do up against some of the tankiest members. But Mark, we have to remember that yes, Taco Gaming are in the lead. Yes, they are in a position where if they catch 1 person, it could mean the end of the game because of how far forward they're willing to go. But Elder Dragon spawns in 2 minutes. That's a way for Evil Geniuses to buy the time necessary to get a 3rd or 4th item onto Corki. And we've seen so many games. They get to 35 minutes, Corki's on 3 completed items, and the game from that point basically just is over, right? Because you can't get close at all, but they're finding Surdy.
Oh, the flash away is not going to do anything for you. They're just too far out from the rest of the squad. Evil Geniuses lose 1. Rovix getting chomped down by Tomio, but still makes it out alive. The Elder Dragon is up in 120, so Surdy will still be back on the field, but the control is ceded over to Taco Gaming.
Yeah, and this is the tough part for Taco Gaming, right? How do they dive? Right, they don't have the Baron, they don't have the super minions that are going to be pushing in, or the the powered up minions in order to create a lot of space, in order to slowly chip away at these turrets. They have to go for dives, they have to go for picks. and they have to make sure that they are in control of this side of the jungle when it actually comes through. And this is something that Academy teams have been so good at. We keep repeating this, but Taco Gaming are upsetting that. They might be the first team in the main stage of Proving Grounds to actually take a game off of an Academy team.
Yeah. To cement that further, the only amateur team that had been able to find a game at all was Maryville University and against TSM Academy, and that was during the play-in stage, as you mentioned before. Taco Gaming finding a win here, not only huge for the momentum in this 3-game series, but also momentum for the spirit of amateur fighting back against Academy.
And as we wait, we notice the package is coming up, Mark. Soligo is going to be picking that up. There's potentially one final fight coming through for the side of Taco Gaming. If they can definitively win this, the game will end. They have so much resist coming out from this Mountain Dragon. Doxa trying to mark Sturdy off on the side, and oh my god, look at the damage! They're just in!
Comes out, Riposte cancels the damage, but the rest of Taco Gaming, they found the backline. Soligo trying to cancel them out with this package. They're all sitting on top of it. The package doing a lot of damage. Taco Gaming has already lost 2 of their main frontline members, but the 2 assassins are still alive and kicking, and they are marking the remaining members of Evil Geniuses Academy. Doxa looking for the kill onto Soligo, but he still has exhaust, and he still has flash, and he's keeping him at distance. He's looking for poke damage. He's trying to make sure that he can take out Doxa without having to use any of his summoner spells. So he comes out with the teleport. Doxa takes it, but Soligo, with great patience, will find the 1v1 and shut down Doxa for taking him out. And there's a moment, 20 seconds, where Evil Geniuses, they have a jungler. Taco Gaming don't. They want to face check into the Elder Dragon pit, but Cozy and Lynx will turn it around. Oh my god! Taco Gaming are going to pull Evil Geniuses back, and now they'll have control of the Elder Dragon.
Oh, Sturdy tries to go in. He's just dead. He's just gone. That's another member. Everybody on Evil Geniuses is stepping up one by one to try and find their opportunity, but none of them can do it. Taco Gaming in control of the Elder Dragon pit. And Evil Geniuses, they don't have another package that they can play with. Kaori was just dove on. There is nothing that he could really do. And Taco Gaming, they should be able to pick this up. There's no way that Tomio can get here in order to find it. He's still going to be dead. But as we take a look at the replay, just look at how far back Harry gets pushed. And the fact that even with the Zonias, he still ends up going down. The only thing that makes this okay was that Taco Gaming were chasing so far that multiple members burned to death on the package. But with the Elder Dragon in their possession, all wrongs are righted. And now they just need to find one last fight in order to find the first game for any amateur team this season.
For Taco Gaming, they are on the cusp of taking that first step forward into keeping their lower bracket lives alive. For Evil Geniuses Academy, if you saw in that last fight, Soligo did such a great job of keeping himself at an arm's distance away from Doxa, has been the only person to find a kill to take out Doxa in this 34-minute bloodbath that we've had between both of these teams, and he still has flash for the next few minutes.
Mark, Soligo has a Death's Dance on Corki. That's how worried they are about all of the damage coming through from these assassins. I don't know if I've ever seen this item built on Corki whatsoever. He's just so worried about keeping himself alive that he has to buy an entirely different defensive items than we normally typically see. You're usually able to rely on the range on this champion, but he's not confident that he can do that at this point. So Evil Geniuses, they need to push their waves out. They need to make sure that everything is far back as possible so that there's not minions crashing at the same time as the Elder buff is still around, because there's only 60 seconds left on this Elder Dragon. If you can hold out for 2 waves, you're going to create a lot of pressure where you're no longer under threat of just having your towers chipped away.
Taco Gaming making what could be the last march into the base of this game. 4-man strong, takes out the middle inhibitor tower, looking for the middle inhibitor as well. Cozy bringing up the wave through the bottom side of the map. Evil Geniuses, they want to just look to take out Cozy,
that
but he still
Elder
has
Dragon.
the Elder Dragon. Can he take it out? Surdy is still burning down to a Chris, goes down, Cozy goes golden, dodges out of the damage, will find Kaori as well! Taco Gaming! In an event that we did not expect to happen, Evil Geniuses will fall in game 2, and that means we're going to game 3 as Taco Gaming go the full distance.
It's Taco Tuesday, baby. We're seeing them come through. It's the Doxa diff just like we said, 10-1-3 on this Zed. It didn't look very good at the beginning, but after that, just finding every single person one after another. Doxa stepping up when push comes to shove and making a huge case as to why this guy really needs to be looked at for the next Academy season, taking down one of these teams. That was my dark horse. I was saying this team should be able to make a deep run, and pushing us to a third game. I was not expecting this to be the game that's going to be close.
Josh, I have no further words. I think that game sums it all for us, to be quite frankly honest. And if the results say anything right now, and the tone that has just been ushered in off of that victory from Taco Gaming, all bets are off. All expectations that we had about this matchup beforehand, I think we have to go into this game 3 and be ready for anything at this point.
Yeah. I mean, the people that we were looking at for Evil Geniuses to really step up, Surdy, we said in game 1, he should be looking a lot stronger than Cozy. And in game 1, he did. He looked incredible. In game 2, they kind of shut him down. And despite the fact that Surdy had a CS lead the entire game, never able to capitalize on it. Cowrie, the TCL 2020 80 carry all pro, just as he told us during the games, actually, this is what matters to him. He's not looking to be the carry that we know Evil Geniuses Academy need him to be. And when push comes to shove, we know that this is a team that has had a wildly varying kind of series of performances.
Well, yeah, for us on the casting desk, we definitely need to recharge. And I know that both Taco Gaming and Evil Geniuses Academy need time to recharge. So we're going to be taking a short break. When we come back, it is going to be the final game for this series. One team advances in the lower bracket, the other goes home. Who is it going to be? I don't know. But make sure you tune in and you'll find out.